Hello, in this video we are doing 45 and 46. We're doing our ones where we're multiplying rational expressions, and again we're preparing for our Try 1 Algebra 3 final. This is from the review. So we are simplifying our expressions. We're going to multiply these two things together. Before I do that, I need to factor out anything I can factor out. So on the top we have a 4, that'll stay. On the bottom of our first fraction, I'm looking for a GCF. What can I divide both 10v and negative 60 by? You should be able to divide them both by 10. You can. So I'm going to put my GCF out front, which is 10. 10v divided by 10 just gives me v. Negative 60 divided by 10 gives me a negative 6. We're going to do the same thing for the second one, factor the top and the bottom. On top, we have v squared minus 16v plus 60. We're going to use the x methods. We're looking for something that multiplies to 60, adds to negative 16. I know 60 is the same as 6 times 10, and I know if I do negative 6 times negative 10, negative 6 plus negative 10, it'll get me a negative 16. So my two factors on the top are going to be x minus 6, it's v. V minus 6 and v minus 10. For the denominator, it's already factored. It's just v minus 10. I'm going to put that in parentheses, though. Now, again, if anything shows up on the top or the bottom, you can factor it out, or you can cancel it out. So I notice we have v minus 10 on top, v minus 10 on the bottom. If I divide those, I get 1, so those go away. I notice we have v minus 6 on the top and a v minus 6 on the bottom, so those also go away. It doesn't matter if they're on different fractions. Once you multiply, they all become one big fraction. So right now, I'm left with 4 on the top and 10 on the bottom. The last thing you have to check for is a number you can divide both of those by evenly. So I know I can divide 4 by 2 and I can divide 10 by 2. So to simplify my fraction, we're going to do 4 divided by 2, which is 2. 10 divided by 2, which is 5, and your final answer would be 2/5. For our next one, we have, again, two things we're multiplying together. We're going to simplify the top and bottom of each and then cancel out anything that shows up on the top and on the bottom. So my first one, the top, you just have a number, so 8 is good to stay. I'm just going to set up my fraction bars. For the denominator, you're looking for something that multiplies to negative 32 and adds to 4. We're going to use the x method. I know 32 is the same as 8 times 4, and I know if I do 8 minus 4, I get 4. So my two factors are x plus 8 and x minus 4. My second fraction is already factored. We just have x minus 4 on top and then a 6 on the bottom. And again, if anything shows up on the top and the bottom, we can cancel it out. So I know it's x minus 4, x minus 4. I'm going to rewrite it as one fraction. We're left with 8 on the top. I'm going to put 6 out front, and then x plus 8 on the bottom as well. The last thing you need to do is simplify your fraction. So is there anything you can divide both of your numbers by? I know I can divide 8 by 2. I know I can divide 6 by 2. 8 divided by 2 gives me 4, 6 divided by 2 gives me 3, and then that x plus 8 is just going to stay. And this is your final number. As always, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask your math teacher.